All right, ladies and gents, back for another one. I just hit that first trade. The audio wasn't working, so I will probably have to dub over it or put in subtitles. I don't know. I'll figure that out. Right now, we have our current setup with our little, we call it the range breaker tool. This is in development, still in beta. I've honestly neglected it the last few days, and then when I plug it in and I watch, I don't know why, because I shouldn't have. Right? If we can hold and break below this line, 54, next will be around 44, and then if we break below that, we got plenty of room down to 11. That's what I'm watching right now. As each bounce it's weak. If we can break below this, we have this challenge to go below this, and then we can. Oh, hold on. All right, here we go. That looks better. All right, and it's 1 minute starting to cross, so it could retrace back up to 4488, which isn't a bad read. If it can hold above 460, if not, it'll come back down to 453. We've challenged this area. There's pushing down, separating our cross, and then between 454, 444, if it breaks 444, we got room all the way down to 412. So that's what I'm eyeing right now. Downtrend is strong. So for any type of longs, I need to see a clear flip bounce or one of our potential A++ setups. But even then, it'll be risky because of the strong downtrend at the moment. And as you can see here, our downtrend's almost lined up with that 1 minute cross up top. All right, let's see if we break this right here with strength at 454, or if we're just going to stay range bound right here. And then if we can break our range breaker, potential retest of 444, any potential move down. So let's see how this goes. Come on, there's a 444, bounced up again. That's why I like to wait for candle confirmation. I like to see it close below, which will pretty much eliminate that level. But if it keeps bouncing up, we could see that retest up above. Patience, patience, patience. That's very important. Well, let's see what we got here. Let's see. All right, it's trying to hold above or below. Yeah, it's trying to hold above. That's a hammer. That's a pretty bullish looking hammer. It's starting to attempt to cross again. We had an attempt up here that rejected. This can close above. Another cross on top of a cross. There it goes. That's a good sign for a potential retest up here to 87. About 20, 25 points, which I don't think it'll hit all the way. But we could test it if this candle closes. It doesn't get too high. Doesn't get too high up there because it could retest it again down here at 56. So even if we enter a few, oh, okay. Now we got my big blue candle. Remember, but risky. Why? Because it's got a lot of downtrend to fight, right? It's got this downtrend. So now the bigger that candle gets, the less room I see for my play to potentially form. All right, so we could test this out once this closes. You can see it rejecting at the center of that trend cloud. 1, 2, 3. Let's test it out. We got room. All right, stop loss below 50. So literally exactly 15-point stop loss, which is what I look for. And let's set our TPs. Not feeling too confident about this one, but let's test it anyway. I've had a pretty decent day, so I'm not really too worried about taking an L here. And if I take an L, it's a lesson, right? So every L is a lesson. All right, let's see what we got. There's that retest. I could add, let me add a couple. All right, now I'm going to leave my stop right below. All right, and now I'm going to adjust my TPs at 829. And then my next one up here, and I'm going to let it do its thing. All right, sweet. All right, let's see. Let's see if this is the potential flip a trend or this is going to be a failed bullish move. And if it's a failed bullish move, Then I'm going to wait for the break of this guy because then I could have a decent push down. All right, let's see. Let's see. There's that first attempt push up, right? That retest bounce. That's why I added down there. Boom, first target hit, right? Advanced read. Students of mine know I love playing these. Let's go for that second one. I almost feel like moving my stop loss to break even. But it's, again, I like these things to play out. It's going me up to my second. Let's see if I can hit my second TP. Very close, very close, very close. It's a point. It's not even a point. There we go. Grabbed it. Now I'm trailing by 5 points, 73. My trail set at 68. And simple, guys, simple. Retest of the crosses. I added a couple. Now I'm trailing close, trailing by 5 points. And let's see what we got here. Boom, little push up. Now I'm going in a little closer, 5 points again, and then another little push. Every time it pushes up, I just basically move my trail within 5 points of where it pushed up. Oh, look at it go. Love it. All right, getting in a little closer, getting in a little closer. All right, baby, let's go. Beautiful, beautiful play here. Beautiful play. Just everything lining up, all the stars lining up, right? Boom, boom, trailed out, 160, $70 win right there. Beautiful, beautiful A plus plus setup. Risky because of the trend, but I had levels to look out for. I waited to see where this closed above. My beautiful blue candle appeared, crossed behind, retested it on the money, hit it on the dot, and then spiked up. I added right around here, had my stop loss right below here. Beautiful, beautiful trade. And look where it's coming up to, right? It didn't make it all the way up, but it had that room I was looking for. And simple. Very, very simple. All right, guys. Power hour starts in 30 minutes. So on to the next. If I can catch another one, I'll see you all in a little bit. Peace out.